Hello everyone, we're here tonight at Phoenix for race 2 of the GNS series for the Bolt Racing League. Qualifying and practice concluding pretty soon here, about 10 seconds. Right now, Hunter Peach on pole position. Take a look at your left side of your screen. You can see 24 drivers in the session right now. 21 have set a lap time. And that's going to be in the qualifying right there. Hunter Peach, pole position for tonight's race. Chloe Tier Sharp second, and Pacey Wyjet, last week's winner, rounding out the top 3 for qualifying. These guys had about an hour-long session for qualifying / practice, both of them during the same time. And tonight we're at Phoenix, Arizona, the 1 mile racetrack for 100 laps here in 100 miles. The gridding underway here shortly. As there you go, it is official. Hunter Peach on pole position. You'll be seeing cars on the grid anytime now. As the track looked really dark, actually got pretty dark quickly as there are cars now on the grid. Let's go to them. There we go. Let's take a look at the weather real quick, because it got really cloudy right as we went into the race session. So right now it is 105 track temp. I believe right at the end of qualifying, it was like 130. So it dropped almost 30 degrees before the race. It's a big change in track temp right there. So that's gonna be interesting to look out for, because these drivers have been practicing in hot conditions. It's been really slick and loose for most of qualifying practice. So we'll see how that plays out and how different that's going to act for the tire wear and how these drivers are going to drive it. Phoenix notorious for getting beaten a bit loose, especially when these Gen 6 cars low downforce setups. You don't see the big spoilers that we did at the Super Speedways right there. Let's take a quick look at our starting grid while these guys grid up for tonight's race. As I mentioned, Hunter Peach on pole position. Pacey Wyjet, not the right one. Let me see if I can. Wyjet is third, I believe. So let's see if we can get that fixed. There we go. Hunter Peach first. Lily P. Tier Sharp second. And there, Pacey Wyjet in third. Last week's winner, Rains Llewellyn in fourth. Nick Capiat fifth. Kevin Winker sixth. Rodney Ayers seventh. DJ Trout eighth. Cole Sire ninth. Jimmy Monk 10th. John Matthews 11th. Donnie Knight in 12th. Brendan Stout in 13th. David Anderson 14th. Greg Puller 15th. Leonard Williams in 16th. Max Marriott in 17th, Michael Morgan in 18th, Lane Myers in 19th, Brian Earnhardt in 20th, Brian Swoop in 21st, Hunter East 22nd, and rounding out the field, Bobby Bluers in 23rd, and Joey Green in 24th. Last row on the grid, Hunter East and Joey Green did not grid right now. I'm not sure if they're in the session or not, but they are showing not to be on the racetrack currently. So there's 2 pace stops here for tonight's race. Tire going to be really important, especially this low downforce setup. And looking at the weather one more time, there we go, Green. It's 4:30 p.m. Right now in sim, so it could get a little cooler throughout this race here, since we're starting a little later than they were in qualifying. I think it was like 12 o'clock in sim, if I remember. So it was getting hotter and hotter, but now during the race it might be cooler and cooler. And in the desert it's going to get pretty cool as the night goes on. So here we go. This car pulled off a while ago in the turn off of turn 2, but off of turn 4, green flag is out on the outside lane. Louis Peel to Sharp got a really good start on the outside lane, and looks like Hunter Peach did not grid. He's in 21st right now, so I'm not sure exactly what happened to him because he's way in the back right now. But also I'm getting a really good resource. Here comes Rance Llewellyn challenging our race leader. Lap 1 complete. This is a pretty long race, 100 laps, 100 miles, like I said. Phoenix, a very unique racetrack here. Have the dog leg right there in the back straightaway, or I guess the front straightaway now. As they are on the back straightaway right now, is pretty close to side by side. Here comes Kevin Winker side by side with Rance Llewellyn. Behind them, Pacey Wygen and last 6 runners. Lap 2 complete. Still, big outgo cars for this top as caution is out. Looks like Hunter Peach is around. Our pole sitter, who seemingly just did not start in the front. Not sure if he had an EOL penalty or whatnot, but he's around off of turn 4. Let's take a look at what happened there. It looks like there's a wreck ahead of him, actually. The 45, Brendan Stout around ahead of him, and Hunter Peach just had to slam on the brakes to avoid him not getting to the back of that 45 machine. Let's take a look at what happened to that 45 machine right there. Oh, he got a little more contact with Leonard Williams in turn 3 and 4. Let's see. It looks like he really just overdrove the corner big time, trying to pass Michael Morgan, and absolutely overshot the corner and took out the number 8 car of Leonard Williams. That's going to be the first caution of the night on lap 3. Right now it is a lap 4 as we have a few takers on pit lane. Pacey Wygant, Rodney Ayers, Jimmy Monk, Leonard Williams, Hunter Peach. He took, I believe, fuel only right there. 3-second pit stop for that 11 machine. So gotta keep an eye out on him because he could make his way through the field. So rely on this race. 22 cars on the track officially. So like I said, 2 cars not gearing up for tonight's race or starting tonight's race. So there's a race leader right now. Let's take a look at our timing scores. Timing sheet right now. There we go. Louis Field Tier Sharp, our race leader, followed by Kevin Winker and Rance Llewellyn. Like I said, fuel, not sure what exactly the number on fuel is, but probably I'm guessing it's gonna be a 2-stop race. At least you have to pay twice for fuel. Tire wear is gonna be a big factor for tonight's race. Gotta manage your tires, especially those right rears. How loose the setup is and how loose these cars have been in practice with the low downforce. Tire wear, right rear tire wear conservation is gonna be very important throughout the green flag runs. So as Chuscone this time by. As the stage is on lap 40, so these drivers do have about 35 laps to go into the stage. Top 5 get the stage points. So, with 4 extra sets of tires, probably, I believe no one really took tire sets that time. They just kind of fixed your damage or just took fuel only, it looks like. So, and they have 50% fuel, so I think a green flag runs about 80 laps, if I remember correctly, somewhere around there. I think 40 to 50 laps would probably be a green flag run as pace car is off. We have to go a long ways until we get to the research zone here at Phoenix, the updated track. Realtor Sharp gonna take us to the green this time by outside of her, Kevin Winker, and green flag is out. Field Sharp with a great restart there as Rance Llewellyn right on the back bumper, looking for the lead in turn 2. Go look to the outside lane, gonna diamond it down, gonna look for a good exit off. Really good grip for that 54 machine, Rance Llewellyn. There he comes, good run, but here comes behind him Kevin Winker. Winker backs off early into turn 3 and 4, not going to the back of the 54 machine. So at the field right there in P4, I think that's Nick Hapiat, Cole Snyder, and DJ Trout all in their blanket right there for that 4th place position. Here comes Kevin Winker. That's a good run on Llewellyn. He's not going to take it as a top 6, 7. Pretty nose to tail throughout the field. And not a lot of separation as here comes DJ Trout to the inside is here of Cole Snyder. And also Nick Hapiat get a look to the inside of Kevin Winker. Outside lane, I think it's pretty safe to say a good defensive line because you can just get that good run off the exit. You see Kevin Winker. Nick Hapiat looked to the inside, was on his inside. Cole Snyder really drives in that hard right there in turn 3 and 4. As DJ Trout on the inside, you can kind of just right there. Snyder able to get a good run off the exit, but with that dog leg, Trout gonna be a lot of time as we're side by side for the race lead. Rance Llewellyn into the inside lane. New race leader. Rance Llewellyn. As though we have a car way sideways. Bobby Lowes in the back there. So here comes Bellator Sharp. Going into the inside lane. Not going to be able to do anything. Off of turn 4. First stop sled for Llewellyn. Oh, side by side for 5th place, DJ Trout, Cole Snyder. Actually, it's for 6th place. Snyder on the outside lane, gonna try to make it work. As caution is out, and it's gonna be Michael Morgan in the back there, I believe. Big 06 around, as he looks like he has some right front damage. No one else moving slowly in the field, so let's take a look what happened there. On lap 12. Go about pretty short green flag runs. I think we have about 4 or 5 green flag lap runs for each of those. So let's take a look what happened there in turn 3 and 4. Oh, just completely lost off of 2. Hard into the inside wall. Oh, and he collects someone else. I'm gonna get a car number there. That's 9. Maybe Jimmy Monk 994. Looks like he got some right from damage there from Michael Morgan spinning out off of turn 2. Just looks like he was lost in, hit the inside wall pretty hard. There's another few drivers on pit lane. Casey Wygent down pit lane again. Hunter Peach down pit lane. Jimmy Monk down pit lane because of that right front damage. Miller Williams on pit lane. Max Merritt in pit lane. Brian Earnhardt in pit lane. Brennan Stout was in pit lane, but he's 5 laps down. And a lot of these drivers not taking tires, just fuel damage only. Really, that's really all you can really do this early in the race on lap 13. Because tire wear is important, but it's not gonna be that important to make up that much time overall throughout the field on about 8 lap green flag tires. So as we're pacing right now, Rance Llewellyn on your race leader. Don't believe he raced last week at Daytona. Be the first start of the season. I think we're going to choose this time by, if I had to guess, based off a mental log of how many laps we've done so far. Right now, it's been pretty racy right now at Phoenix. Usually, you kind of strung out a little bit more, but obviously we haven't had a crazy long green flag run to see how that plays out. But these guys have been battling pretty hard and pretty fair, honestly, up front. A few wrecks in the back. Somewhat mid-pack in the back. into turn 3, really. That's really the big issue. But here we got, I think we're choosing this time by, and yes, we do. Inside lane gonna be easy choice for that first driver of Llewellyn. I think the inside lane's probably the best lane to restart in. But like I said, the outside lane's pretty good at defending. You know, if you can pin the guy down the bottom, make him use up his tires a little bit up the racetrack, and you can get them good momentum off the exit of the corners, you can easily defend your position pretty well. But we'll see how this plays out as we are going to come to 25 laps to go in the stage. Top 5 do get stage points. Those pace cars off, and we're going a long journey to the restart zone. As Rance Llewellyn going to lead us to the green this time by. Really put a target sharp on the outside lane. And green flag out. Llewellyn with a great restart there. Caught the field napping right there. I think Kevin Winker just did not expect him to go that early, as Nick Capiat now up to P3. And he's trying out the field quite a bit more than usual, as the top 7 gone from the rest of the field. As Donnie 99 8th place position. Kind of the first car in the second pack. Those were side by side. I think it's Cole Snyder, DJ Trout right up there. That P5 position. Trout on the outside lane, gonna pin Snyder down a little bit, and like I was talking about, the outside lane just getting that good run off the exits, and Trout's gonna clear Snyder for that 4th place position. As we have battle side by side, Rodney Ayers and Pacey Wygent. Those who were dominating last week at Daytona, now they're in the mid pack right now. I think Wygent down pit lane, taking some damage. Ayers way up the racetrack. Pretty sure he overshot the corner right there, but he's gonna get a good exit here. Probably not gonna be able to do much with it though, as could maybe get Pacey Wygent into turn 1 and 2. As right ahead of him, they're battling side by side. It's Greg Pillar and David Anderson ahead of them. Anderson leaders Pillar, and actually Ayers got by Wygent. Really surprised there. He's really seeing the outside lane as caution is out again, and it's Max Merritt around on the back straightaway, 3rd time tonight. Let's take a look at what happened there. Max Merritt just losing off of 2 as overcorrects in the outside wall, hard hit into the saber barriers, and that's the 2nd time we've seen that tonight. Really, just a little loose off of 2. We saw that Max Merritt and I believe it was Michael Morgan, who's out of the race. But surprisingly, the 72 doesn't look crazy damaged right there. You can see the front is a little damaged, but I mean, hitting the wall that hard, I think you would have more damage than that, from my experience. But few drivers down pit lane as our race leader Rance Llewellyn down pit lane. Interesting strategy call. Nick Capiat also in pit lane. DJ Trout in pit lane. So a few of our leaders down pit lane, as it looks like they're taking tires here. Lap 20, very early to be taking tires. They have 5 total sets, so I guess this mathematically is about the perfect time to pit here. Still, you gotta give up all that track position right before about halfway through the stage. And I think Phoenix, this track's more of a track position dependent track than most are. But 3 drivers, 3 of the top 5 stay down pit lane, and I mean, it's gonna be interesting strategy call there, and see what they do during the stage, and see how much quicker they are. These guys stayed out. I think the top 6 have not pitted yet in this race. Everyone else has pitted at least once, maybe twice. So, under caution for the 3rd time tonight. As Lily Pillar Sharp on in the race leader right now. She actually ran out of fuel on the last lap of last week's Daytona race. That was a pretty crazy one. Ran out of fuel. I think it was the last corner actually, and it kind of gave Pacey Wygent and Rodney Ayers a 1-2 finish there because no one could challenge after that one. So can she close the gap there of the points that she lost? She ended up finishing in I believe not sure exactly. I think finished on the lead lap, but the last car in the lead lap, which put her in 19th place. So all the way from 3rd to 19th on that last lap. A lot of points lost there for that 18 machine as he chooses the bottom lane and Kevin Winker goes to the top side. Pretty typical. I think everyone's just kind of doing basically what the opposite of the car in front of them doing, really. The car in front of them goes inside, they go outside, and if they go outside, they go inside. I think that's pretty standard throughout the whole field. And you can just see how even the lanes are right now, the outside and the inside lane. I think they're pretty much even overall, just pure race pace too. You're on the outside of someone, on the inside of someone. You're pretty even throughout the whole run, as we've seen a lot of people have been passing the inside and the outside lane so far. But we haven't had a long green flag run, and we won't see one until probably after the stage. The longest green flag run we can have right now is 18 laps, which is pretty significant compared to other ones, but it's not exactly the longest green flag run you'll see tonight if we go green for a while. Into the Geico research zone for the 3rd time tonight, and the green flag is out. Theo Sharp going to lead us to the green. There's a good restart for that 18 machine. That's going to win. 42 of Kevin Winker on the outside lane. Going to try to make something work here. As big run from Donnie Knight on the outside lane. Cole Snyder really sent in turn 1 and 2, but not able to do anything as Theo Sharp. Yeah, clear. Winker to the back bumper. Gonna get into the 18 around. Lily Pierre Sharp. Oh, hard hit. Oh, man. That's a big junk off of 4, and that's about 6 cars involved in that one there. As around goes Lily Pierre Sharp. They saw that one live there. Kevin Winker tried to give her the bumper right there, move her up the racetrack, and around the 18 goes. And hard hit for Militaire Sharp there. As not sure who hit it right there. It's on number I'll see if I have a 71 of Brian Earnhardt right there, and the 69 of I think Brian Swoop right there, and it was Leonard Williams in the 8. In the 11 there is Hunter Peach. That's out closer, is out of the race right there. He's disconnected, and Max Merritt involved. I don't know who the person without a number. Actually, Max Merritt was involved way. I think he brake checked way early, and that spun him around. So that brings up the 4th caution of the night. I'm still trying to get is that? Still trying to get a car number for that one car right there. We'll try to find them right there on pit lane actually. Oops. But anyways, let's go to the 4th caution of the night. It's Kevin Winker, your race leader now, and that really flipped things sideways right there. As a big Geico cars involved in that one, and these drivers do not have a fast repair tonight, so that damage is gonna be permanent for a lot of those drivers, especially to Lily Pelletier Sharp there. She taking tires right now in the pit stop for in the pit stall for about 11 seconds right now. She's gonna be 1 lap down. Max Merritt a lap down. Brian Earnhardt a lap down. Brendan Stout a lap down. So 4 cars on a lap down right now that are still in the race. David Anderson, actually that is the car number we were looking for, number 35. Yeah, it was David Anderson that basically sent Lily Pillar Sharp into the air, flying, doing 180s. And David Anderson involved in that one. He's going to be out of tonight's race, more than likely. Actually, no, he's not. Wow, I spoke a little too soon. I thought for sure he would be. Will car repairs a little longer than that one. A little longer than 40 minutes, 40 seconds. But he's not going to give up that easily. He's only one lap. He's actually on the lead lap according to my time screen. So he's not out of this one. Yeah, as Kevin Winker goes to the top side. Very interesting choice for that 42 machine. As Cole Snyder going to be inside of him, and Donnie Knight going to be on the outside, and Greg Piller on the outside, and AC Wygent on the inside lane. So a few interesting choices. Maybe these drivers for the outside lane with the older tires. You can definitely maybe get on the gas a little early in the restart zone. It's more of the racing line. You don't really want to be in the very bottom in turn 3 and 4. You kind of want to dominate a little bit more than that. So I think that's kind of what Kevin Winker was feeling right there, and thinking right there and choosing the outside lane. It's getting really dark right now. Gonna get colder and colder throughout tonight's race, and more grip for these drivers for the next 82 laps or 72 laps. Let's get working on the outside lane. Good restart there. Cal Snyder on the inside lane. Get a little wheel spin for that 25 machine, but he gets it going quickly as the top four pulled away from the rest of the field on that restart right there. As Pacey Wygent up the third already after pitting on 15 laps to go. Here comes Cole Snyder to the inside. Donnie Knight behind those two. Pacey Wygent looking inside side by side for the race lead and for third. As big move to the outside of him for Donnie Knight. Will he make it work there? He's gonna get a good run off of fourth. Caution is out again. We got Wheelchair Sharp around, and we got Brian Stout. No, looks like it's just Wheelchair Sharp. Looks like Leonard Williams and her got together there. Actually, he's grab walking already. The 8 car just absolutely rushed her into turn 3 and 4. I guess he just didn't expect her to check up that early or whatnot, and around goes the 18 machine. Now I got a feel for Wheelchair Sharp there. Tough night for her. She's crab walking. It's gonna be a rough 70 laps in that 18 machine, just going around this 1 mile track. And yeah, that's gonna be probably not the most fun experience right now. But Kevin Winker, you're a race leader. As we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the green flag. guys, we're back live here at Phoenix. Juice cone has just happened. It's gonna be an 8-lap shootout to decide the stage winners on the stage top 5. As driver's going through turn 3 right now. Everyone here, you're a race leader. Gotta choose the inside lane now. This time, as last time we chose the outside lane. Different strategy call for this 42 machine. Is beside him Kevin Snyder, Donnie Knight behind him, and Pacey Wygant right there, and John Matthews in 5th place right now, and Rance Llewellyn making his way back up the field. He pitted earlier in the stage. Up to P6 now. Can he make a charge late in the stage to try to get that stage one right there? Let's go into the Geico Restart Zone. 8-lap shootout. And green flag is out. Kevin Winker with another great restart. This leader this time has gotten a really good restart. Basically, everything's on this 3 wide now. They're at 4th place, 2nd place position. Pacey Wygant trying to look to the outside. I believe that was Cole Snyder. Not going to be able to make it happen. As Cole Snyder shuts the door on that double-zero machinist. Here comes Rance Llewellyn to the inside lane. He has the fresher tires now compared to these top 4 drivers. As the inside goes, Cole Snyder kind of closed the door on him, and I think Llewellyn expected that. As here comes Happyak. As here we go, spraying out everywhere. As 2 drivers are way down the inside lane. Happyak and DJ Trout way down to the inside of the dog leg right there. Almost to the inside wall. Honestly, that 63 machine that far down. As right now, Kevin Winker pulling away from the rest of the field. This is the first time we've really seen the leader pull a pretty big gap on the rest of the field. Sideways goes Wygant. Almost into Snyder right there. Snyder going to hold on to the outside lane. Will he be able to clear that double-zero machine? Yes, he does. Down to the dog leg. As now, Kevin Winker pulling away about 18th gap over the field right now as these guys continue the battle for a 2nd place position. So here comes Nick Happyak right now, that 6th machine in 4th place. Gotta try to close the gap here. Each position in the top 5 is worth 1 more point than the next. So 5th place is 1, 4th place is 2. 3rd place is 3, and so on, so forth. So it's not a crazy amount of points to be fighting for, but each point matters in the long run here for the chase, especially in the playoffs, or I guess in the chase and for the regular season seeding. Right now, the top 5 kind of separate themselves from the rest of the field. They have nothing really too worried about. Is DJ Trout side by side with Donnie Knight. Behind them, Lane Myers. And here comes Rodney Ayers. Looks like Trout clears the air sideways. He's going to save it down to the dog leg. Basically loses a lot of positions. Down to 12th, 11th, and maybe in 13th right there. We go back up. The battle for 2nd place position. Wygant really pressuring Snyder right now. Wygant almost picked the inside lane. We saw what happened last time. Wygant got crazy loose on the entry right there on the brakes into turn 3. But will he be a little bit more cautious here, trying to get around this 25 machine? As he's kind of looking around, seeing what he can do here. This is the inside lane of turn 1 and 2. As it looks like it's just really hard to pass once these tires really settle in. Wygant hitting 18 laps or 25 laps ago. I'm not sure if he took tires there. I don't believe he did, but Nick Happyak did take tires 18 laps ago. These fresher tires, he's not really able to do much against these top 3 who don't have way older tires than him. Especially the top 2 have not pitted this whole race. As we come to the white flag of the stage. And I'm expecting we'll see some drivers on pit lane once the stage caution comes out. Basically the whole field. But right now, Snyder doing a good job of holding on to that second place position. They're actually closing in on our leader, Kevin Winker. Not sure Winker's kind of taking it easy since he has such a big gap, or they're actually just closing the gap just as caution is out. And that's going to end the stage there. Actually, that was the stage caution. So it's not the end of lap 40. It's on lap 40. So caution is out for the stage. And your stage winner, Kevin Winker in that 42 machine. Cole Snyder 2nd, Pacey Wygant 3rd, Nick Happyak 4th, and Rance Llewellyn in 5th. For those drivers getting a stage point. And that's going to be the end of that one. Let's see what happens here on pit lane, what the tire strategy is here. I'm expecting everyone down pit lane right here, as the last time someone pitted was 10 laps ago was David Anderson and Jimmy Mowick. 11 laps ago. Down pit lane they go. And it looks like everyone coming down pit lane going to be taking some tires and fuel. And it seems like once the green flag runs start coming, it's going to be all about track position in this race. As you kind of just saw how much basically even they were on compared to the guys with the newer tires, like Nick Capiak and AC Wygen and Rancho Llewellyn didn't really do a lot much. Didn't really pressure Kevin Winker and Cole Steiner much on those newer tires, and so it'll be interesting to see how much tire wear plays a factor as the track time is cooling down. So that could be a factor of why the tires aren't wearing as much as we've seen. But Cole Steiner second, AC Wygen third, Nick Capiat fourth, DJ Trout fifth. Rancho Llewellyn losing 2 positions on pit lane there. Let's see if we can speak to our stage winner, Kevin Winker, if he's in voice chat. Yes, he is. Move him into the broadcast booth here. Hello, Kevin. This is broadcast. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
You can get the stage win here at Phoenix tonight. First 4 laps have been, you've had a little green flag runs, but mostly cautions filled. And how's your race been? And how have you been managing these tires? You had 40 lap old tires at the first stage, and how's those been handling for you?
I mean, when you get too many green flag laps, I don't think tires really played a factor in there. And then, I don't know, I felt like the AT was holding me up there, kind of chop blocked me there a little bit, and then I got in there a little deep and turned him around, so sorry about that. But, yeah, I mean, won the first stage here, so overall the car's feeling pretty good. Kind of loose, but rather be a little loose than tight, so we'll take that. And then hopefully we can park this thing in Victor Lane tonight.
Yeah, and good luck to the rest of your race. Good luck to you in the rest of the race, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, thank you.
That was Kevin Winker in the 482 machine, because I think we're going to choose him this time. So he's going to be your stage winner, get those 5 extra points right there for him. As last week he finished in 6th place, so he's having a good start to the season so far. 6th place right Daytona, and 1st place in the stage. As outside lane he goes. Interesting strategy. You saw him do it earlier. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out for that 42 machine. Kind of worked last time, but we also had the quick yellow there. If I do recall. I don't know how it's gonna work out exactly on the longer run. Obviously, after 2 laps, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But if you put yourself in the outside lane, someone gets to the inside lane. 5 laps later, you can be looking yourself in the 5th or 4th place pretty quick once people get to the inside. But I don't know, the outside lane's been pretty dominant, it seems like, tonight, and it's kind of been the preferred lane in 3 and 4 at least. I mean, I've seen people really driving into the outside lane and really stick it, and actually create some passes. Saw Rodney Ayers do that, I believe, and Casey Wygen I did that a few times, and a few other drivers. No. There we go, restarting. Coming up 45. It's 6 laps to go in the race. Winker, another good restart here. He's got to clear Snyder. Got to put himself in the lead. Here comes Casey Wygen up to 2nd. He's going to challenge for the race lead now. Guys are side by side in the 2, 1, and 2. Is here Wygen on the outside lane of Winker. Casey Wygen will be able to clear into turn 3 and 4. They both driving really hard. As here comes DJ Trout on the outside lane of Cole Steiner behind them. As new race leader, Casey Wygen still side by side though into turn 1 and 2. Will Winker concede the position, or will he keep battling Wygen as Wygen get clear off of turn 2? And here comes Trout. He had a massive run into turn 3. If it was one car spinning, 98 around. That's John Matthews around. That's going to bring out a yellow. That's that 40 loose off of turn 2. We've seen that multiple times tonight. And around he goes. Yeah, just kind of looped it around off of 2. Kept it out the wall though. Good job not the inside wall or the outside walls. I think one car once the inside lane to Williams. Oh, that was wow, that was close. That was a 45 of Brendan Stout. As that could have been pretty bad for both of those drivers, as luckily none of them got into really major contact. So another, I think this is the 6th caution of the night, 5th caution if you don't do the stage. But Pacey Wygent, your new race leader, made his way to the outside lane of Kevin Winker and got around him off of turn 4. And DJ Trout really had a good run going. I saw him send Cole Center on the outside lane. Or he didn't send him, but he sent it hard in the outside lane around Cole Center into turn 3 and 4. And like I said, the outside lane seems pretty good right now. And that's kind of surprising to me. Usually Phoenix is more of a bottom track, but it's a little more progressive banking than the old Phoenix layout. Not the Legacy, but the other for like 20, I believe, or 19, somewhere around there. That completely changed the layout of the track. I believe Phoenix was a lot more bottom dominant, but in iRacing at least right now with the Gen 6 cars, the outside lane seems pretty capable of making some moves and actually being the faster lane. As that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back for the green flag. As we're back here live at Phoenix, as Pacey Wygent choosing the outside lane. It seems like more and more drivers choosing the outside lane. Earlier in the race, the leader chose the inside lane most, if not all, every single time. But as the race has progressed and these drivers kind of learn more about the racetrack, it seems like they're preferring the outside lane on these restarts here. Here we go into the guy car restart zone. Wygent, oh, big stack up on the outside lane. As then Kevin Winker trying to guess when Wygent was going, that really stacked up the outside lane. Zooming on to the back of the room, it might have been Rance Llewellyn getting to the back of Kevin Winker and checking out the outside lane big time. Doesn't really spread out the field too much, but the outside lane, like I said, really slowing down a lot. But here comes DJ Trout side by side with Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker on the outside lane gonna make it worked pretty well. It's actually Trout gets a really good exit off of turn 4. And down to the dog leg he goes. And we'll pull a slide around the 42. He goes set up the racetrack. Not clear enough. As still side by side for second, side by side for fourth behind them. Cole Snyder and Rance Llewellyn. Llewellyn single files out as DJ Trout still on the inside lane of Kevin Winker. As Winker holding tough on the outside, there's one car on the outside wall. Would be Riding Airs, I believe, maybe? Side lane. Looks like he's still off to the front straightaway, so I think that was who it was. But DJ Chuck finally clears Kevin Winker as he sets his sights now on Casey Wygen. A little loose for 63 machine off of turn 2. Down to turn 3 and 4. As mostly throughout the whole field, we got some side-by-side action. Mid-pack here, Ronnie Ayers and Lane Myers right now. They were side-by-side for a little bit off of 4, it seems like. As right now, these top 6 drivers kind of pulling themselves away and setting themselves apart from the field. But watch out for Nick Kapiak. He was pretty quick on that last run there before the stage caution. And granted, he did have newer tires, but he's always been pretty quick here in 7th place right now for him. Looking like a good result, and he's closing in on his top 6 positions. As these top 6 drivers really just mostly single file and real way sideways for Kevin Winker. Here comes Cole Snyder in the inside lane. Snyder, see that right rear really kicks out under braking right there for that 25 machine. A lot of people just losing it under braking and being completely sideways into turn 3. A lot of these times it's Snyder still trying to challenge Winker for that 3rd place position. As you guys continue to battle, it's going to allow the top 2 to pull away, and they're going to burn up the tires even more than they all have already. Winker sitting on the outside lane, going to drive up the racetrack. That'll be good exit. Winker gonna contact! Snyder saves it. No, he does not. Backs into the outside wall. And around he goes, and Kevin Winker and Cole Snyder make some contact there off of turn 2, I believe. Off turn, I guess, 4 into the dog leg. I think Snyder's got completely sideways there. What happened there? And they make contact, kind of drifting to each other. I thought for a second Snyder was going to be able to save it there. Backs into the outside wall and hits the front and back end twice there. And that's going to be some major damage to that 25 machine. He's been running well all night long. Top 5 position, really. And around he goes. Let's see if we can get a better view of this one from above. So Winker on the outside lane as Casey Wygen hits and Winker stays out, actually. So looks like a little bit of netcode too, but he kept it off the inside wall initially, but just couldn't keep it off the outside wall in turn 1 and 2. Around he goes, and he's got to fix some of that damage. One thing though, Kevin Winker staying out on the racetrack here, as basically every other car pits here. Winker stays out. Brent Llewellyn, I believe, stays out. No, he's in the pits. You know, Greg Pillar, Brian Swoop, and Brian Earnhardt. Max Merritt stays out also. So for the race lead, as wow, Bobby Blowers off of pit road, gonna win the race off pit road actually. As a few drivers may have took 2 tires of fuel only, as Casey Wygen down in the 10th place. So he came into the race lead in the pit lane. Now he's gonna be down all the way to 10th, and with 5 drivers staying out, he lost 5 positions on pit lane. That's an interesting strategy call here for Kevin Winker. I mean, with 17 laps on his tires, last time he pit was up 40 for the stage. Not sure how it's gonna play out for that 42 machine. We talked to him earlier though. He didn't seem like tire wear was that big of an issue, but that was because we had so many cautions. But now it seems like kind of a long green flag run there, a little longer than we've had before. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look at weather real quick and see how much it has changed. It's dropped about 4 degrees overall. We saw the history right here real quick, right there. You see it's slowly dropping the white. You can see the track tip, the white right there. Slowly going down, up a little bit in the middle, but still mostly going down. And overall temperature has been basically the same, 89 degrees overall. Right now we're coming off 40 laps to go. And Kevin Winker, still your race leader. He's led the most laps tonight, I believe. I don't know exact number for that one, but I believe he has led the most laps based off the field this race. I think we're coming to choose going this time. Outside lane's been pretty lane to choose for most of these. Actually, the top 3 all choose the outside lane. That's very surprising to me, actually. I would not really expect that, to be honest with you. That's very surprising. As Bob Bowers on the inside lane. Can he do something here? He paid for he had a 5-second pit stop last time by, so I think he only took fuel only. It seems like, from what I can tell, because it stopped that quickly. Usually it's just a fuel only type of stop. Now, here we go. It's the Geico research zone yet again. As it looks at the inside lane, we're not going green this time. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but going green next time, I believe. I think some people blinked out there. I think that's or some Bobby Blowers blinked out there. But we did delay the green right there, so I believe we're going green. Actually, no, they were following it back out. Maybe. Oh no, we're going green this time. So must be just a delay or something, but his car is back into the pit lane. As you can see, the outside lane is the preferred lane for basically everyone here. You see Blowers really playing on the inside lane right there. As great restart for Winkers. The whole field basically caught sleeping right there. The top 2 pulled away big time. As Bobby Blowers leans side lane choosing there. He's going to be able to slide himself in the second easily throughout the rest of the field. Nick Happy still in 3rd place right there. As side by side right now for the race. So here comes Blowers in the inside lane. He's going to try and make something work, but he's got to back off of 4 and turn 3 and 4. Back off his entry. He's going to look for the exit. He's sideways off of turn 4. He's got a really good exit, but the outside lane is caution is out yet again. Lane Myers around. David Anderson, I think, was involved there. Maybe he's a little slow off the pace. Yeah, you just have to check for the wreck. But Lane Myers and Brian swoop around. They go. Myers almost saving it, but he has to lock it down and keep it off the inside lane, inside wall there. Looks like Brian Swoop just really drove it in deep. Again, we've seen this a few times in turn 3 and 4. The braking points for a lot of these drivers are just a little different. Just that little difference can make that big of a contact right there, and around goes the 28 machine. And caution is out again here as Kevin Winker gets this helps the 42 machine, everyone that stayed out, as I mean Casey Wygent, our race leader before the caution came out, is in 8th place, and we keep getting these yellows. This could maybe shake up the field. And I mean, look who's in 6th place right now. Lily Pelletier Sharp 6. He's crab walking it most of these time, basically the whole time. As you can see, the car is basically completely sideways on the front straightaway. But she's in 6th place right now, staying out here, and so that's some traffic you gotta work around for Pacey Wygent if he wants to try to get back up to the race lead. We're gonna take a quick break with 35 laps to go. We'll be right back for the green flag. As we're back here live at Phoenix, as everyone yet again choosing the outside lane. This leader so far is using the outside lane multiple times consecutively in basically the past few restarts here. So it seems like the outside lane, the preferred lane here so far for these race leaders. As we're about to go back green, it's about 33 laps to go in this race. So 2/3 of the way done, 1/3 left to go. And who will end up in victory lane after 100 laps here at Phoenix, 100 miles the distance. And green flag is out. Winker with another good restart, but Flowers, the inside lane, get a good restart too. Still side by side. Winker clears him. Here comes Happyack. He's not gonna. He's gonna be challenging for the race lead right now. It's Kevin Winker and Nick Happyack on the outside lane. And Happyack doing anything on the outside with Flowers. Is there 3 wide in the back right there? I think it's Greg Pillar right there on the outside lane. Is Tail Sharp on the inside. As here comes Pacey Wadja already up to 5th place. And right now, side by side for 2nd. Happyack on the outside lane. Flowers the inside. Like I said before, the outside lane just seems like to be the preferred lane on this racetrack. As actually Flowers got clear of Happyack using that dog leg. But here comes Happyack, crossover move for that 6 machine. As Flowers blinks out for a second there. Happyack looking to the inside lane. Here comes Wygen right there in the 4th place. You can see him in the background right there. Really catching up to these top 3. These top 3 staying out on these older tires. Or maybe only taking 2 actually for these 2nd, 3rd place drivers. But Winker has not pitted yet since the stage caution. So he's going to try to stay out long on tires here again like he did in the first half of this race. Single file out through the top 4. As here comes Greg Rance Llewellyn. Catching up to Greg Pillar. He make a move for that 5th place position. Here comes Pacey Wygen to the inside of Happyack. Looking for a slide job here in turn 1 and 2. Double zero. Gonna be able to slide up the racetrack. Maybe. No, still side by side for his caution is out. And that's gonna be Brendan Stout around. As he spun out, I believe that's exit of turn. It's before it's in the dog leg. Yeah, exit of turn, I guess 4. In the dog leg there. He's around. He's actually has some help there from Brian Swope right there. Looks like. Oh, completely drove into the inside, the outside of the right rear quarter panel. That 45 machine looks like he just. I guess he thought he was going to be clear off into the dog leg or something. But he just completely drove into the side of that 45 machine and takes him out right there and into the dog leg. I'm guessing just didn't think he was there. That's the only thing I can think of, or really, unless it was intentional. But caution is out. Kevin Winker down pit lane. He brings on everyone else. As this could be a great stop here. As DJ Trout stays out, Cole Snyder stays out, Brian Earnhardt stays out also. So Kevin Winker down pit lane for the first time in about 30 laps. 42 Machine's gonna get some new sticker Goodyear tires. Winker drops Jack. I think Blauer's got him. No. Actually, Winker did. So Winker gets up to 5th place off of pit lane as Blauer's. I thought for a second Blauer's almost got for pit lane, and that was close. Actually, that was really close between those 2 drivers. So DJ Trout stays out there. Let's see if we can speak to DJ Trout if he's in the Discord server. He was strategy call there. Last time his pay was up 14. See if it's Chusco this time. I don't believe it is. No, it's not. So we'll bring him to the booth.
You know you don't.
Hello, DJ. You have a copy? It's a broadcast.
Yes, I do.
Staying out here on these older tires. You pitted the 15 laps ago. What's your strategy call here with 20 gonna be going green about 25 laps to go?
Honestly, my intention with this was to just get back out front. I got a speeding penalty after being 2nd. This is just a strategy to get me up front. I think I have enough fuel, so let's see if I could take it all the way.
Yeah, it seems like the outside lane's been the preferred choice of the leaders the past few restarts. What's your thought here on this juice coming up?
I have no clue. I'll find out when I get there.
Oh, that's one good answer right there. As hopefully we'll speak to you later in Victory Lane. Good luck.
Awesome, thank you.
That was DJ Trout right there. As he did have a speed bullet, he didn't even notice, to be honest with you. He's been right up front pretty much this whole race, and he's, like you said, the EOL penalty. Looks like he's gonna choose the top side. So does the top three. Again, interesting strategy call from the top three, all choosing the outside lane. We've seen it a few times tonight. I feel like the third place driver has a chance to go from third to the front row. So I mean, to me, that's pretty significant in the grand scheme of things. But you know, 25 laps to go. It's go time. I mean, DJ say he was growing fuel. I'm guessing he is. I mean, he played 16 laps to go. Be about around 40. So I mean, I think he's right on the edge of fuel right there. That's what I was saying. Is 40, 50 laps of fuel, somewhere around that 40, 45 maybe, is the range of fuel for a 50% tank. It's about 9 gallons, I believe, in these cars. I think in the next gen it's a little higher. The Gen 6, I think it's 18 gallons. Around 18.6 or 18.9. Here we go. Into the guy car research zone. Green flag is out. Trout with a good restart here. As right behind him, Greg Pillar pushing him up to first, and Greg Pillar got challenged to his race lead. Side by side through the whole field. It's Bobby Blowers. He's bringing out yet again. Blowers side by side with I believe that's Greg Pillar right there. Actually, that's Cole Snyder up to second. Kevin Winker, he took tires all last time by. He's up to third place. He was a race leader coming into pit lane. He's looking for a race lead now. 24 laps to go. Then Winker get around these two cars in front of him. There comes Blowers in the outside lane. As caution is out, excuse me, and in the backs there, Max Merritt around spinning on the entry of turn 3. Please, completely backwards on the entry, actually, in the outside wall. Oh, see, it's tagged. I think he thought he was clear from, as Brian Swooper ahead of him. Another wreck, actually. Actually, we had 2 wrecks. Wow. Leonard Williams around 2. The 8 car around, and there was another car around 2. I think the 2 car of Donnie Knight Knight just absolutely pulled throttle Leonard Williams. I don't know if that was retaliation or from something happened earlier. I mean, I'm looking back right now. It doesn't. I mean, he absolutely wiped him out there. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm guessing. Guessing he didn't overshoot it that badly, but he looks like let's go out more and see what he saw right there. Yeah, he throttled it up trying. Yeah, so it looks like Donnie Knight was not happy with something Leonard Williams did. I'm not sure exactly because they didn't seem like they were near each other past lap. I mean, I didn't look back that far, but man, that's 2 separate incidents right there. And Leonard Williams' car is destroyed as Cole Snyder in your race lead. Kevin Winker second as DJ Trout. I believe pitted right there. He's down in the 14th place. So this strategy call not gonna work out for him. He was trying to stay out there and maybe get a win, but we're gonna take a quick break for it tonight, and it's gonna be a last break before the green flag. We're back here at Phoenix, about to go back green. 19 laps to go. Kevin Winker on the inside lane, full center, your race leader. On the outside, yet again, the outside lane, preferred lane for these race leaders, and I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. He's played out pretty well, basically for all the race leaders so far, and the outside lane seems to be the best lane on these restarts, as they always get a good jump going out in the turn 1 and 2. And green flag is out, and here's another great jump for Cole Center. We saw him earlier in this race completely sideways backing into the wall into turn 1, and now he's back into the race lead and looking for his first win of the season. As sideways goes Nick Capiat right there in back, right there. Someone hit the outside wall. Bowers is wrecking the back, swoop around, and that's going to bring out the caution as who else is involved there? Lily Pieter Sharp involved in the back there. Also, looks like those two may make contact with each other. Right there off of 2, and it looks like Swoop just got loose and right in front of Pieter Sharp. Unfortunate for her, getting caught up in another wreck yet again. Around there, let's see if we can get a better view of that one from Blimp Cam. Yet again, someone just getting a bit loose off of turn 2, and oh, that's a hard hit for Ayers, and I think it was a 71 of Brian Earnhardt. Hard hit for them, trying to check up for that wreck, but not being able to. You're under caution yet again. Cole Center, you're a race leader. Let's see if we can talk to him and see what his thoughts are for these next few laps. Actually, right now he's sharing his screen in Discord. I don't want to disconnect him from that one, so we can talk to let's see, Bobby Blowers, who's actually in P2. Talk to him right now. Hey Bobby, this is broadcast. You got a copy?
Yep, sure do.
Right now, you're in second place, looking to try to get around Cole Center here. Probably get a restart here with about 13 laps to go. Been pretty hard to pass here at Phoenix in the front. We've seen a few times the outside lane. Probably been the preferred lane to pass here. What's your game plan going into these last few laps?
Well, if I can hang in second, I'm just gonna keep choosing whoever he doesn't, and hope for a mistake and see what I can do from there.
Yeah, you've had a pretty solid race. You didn't start up completely up the front, but you made your way up here late in the race. And how's your race gone so far?
It's felt pretty okay. The car seems pretty stable and haven't gotten a ton of damage, so I'd say pretty okay. I'm just hoping to up.
Yep, and good luck into the rest of your race, and hopefully we talk to you post-race for a top 3 interview.
Yeah.
That was Bobby Blowers as he blinked out there. I think something was happening there, but he's gonna restart second, and I don't know. I just don't know how this is gonna be. It's been a very interesting race. I just been like, I mean, Pacey YJ, he's been pretty quick. He's probably one of the quickest drivers. I mean, Kevin Winker, he's been up for all night long. Rance Llewellyn's been quick. I mean, all the drivers have been quick, but no one's been really dominating this race. You know, Kevin Winker's been leading a lot of laps, but also it's been through the pit stop strategy and whatnot. But he's been quick though, and it's just there hasn't been really like one driver that's like shine really in this race, in my opinion at least. You know, there's been a few people that have been dominating in short periods of time. But like Bobby Blowers just said, he's going to choose the opposite lane. He's going to go to the inside lane of Cole Snyder here. He'll restart here with 14 laps to go. This can Cole Snyder hold off the rest of the field. Pick up first win for his season at Phoenix. slowly crawling down on the back straightaway into the Geico restart zone. A little late on the restart zone there as Cole Steiner kind of bunched up the field a little bit more, and I don't think that's what you wanted to see right there. He kind of wanted more spread out, but they're right on his back bumper already. As here comes Blowers down to turn 1 and 2. Rance Llewellyn on the inside lane of Kevin Winker, as Winker get a good run off of 2 as he's going to clear into turn 3. Nick Capiat in 5th, side by side with Llewellyn off of turn 2. As here comes Bobby Blowers to the inside lane, all the way to the inside of the dogleg right there is Cole Steiner side by side for the race lead. These two drivers side by side off of turn 2. Up the racetrack to go, almost low contact. Blowers completely sideways off of turn 2. He's going to save it, but he's going to slot himself down in the second place. Here comes a Winker to the outside lane. Going to try to make that outside lane work to get up to P2. Not able to do it. Blowers still in second. Here comes Nick Capiat to the inside all the way to the dogleg of Kevin Winker. These drivers have really turned up the aggressiveness levels, and you see these drivers going all the way to the inside of the dogleg right there already. It's Capiat on the inside of Rance Llewellyn. Llewellyn sideways, saving it. But here goes Pacey Wygent, 3 wide middle for second there. Not going to make it happen, but he's going to be able to clear Lance Llewellyn as Llewellyn up the racetrack. He's falling back even further and further in his 8-car pack. Dropping all the way on the 8. This completely sideways goes Lane Myers. He's got Llewellyn up to 7th. Now he goes back out in front. Cole Steiner leading the charge right now. 10 laps to go. Bobby Blowers on his tail. Behind him, Kevin Winker and Nick Capiat. And a bunch of 100 race cars drivers behind him. 7, 8 cars in this lead pack. We got some movement right there in this other pack right here. Side by side, that's Jimmy Monick and Greg Hiller side by side. We're at 9th place position. Those two swapping positions. Pacey Wygent, the inside of Nick Capiat. They're now bound for that 4th place position. Capiat with a big run on Winker. Winker to the inside lane, or Capiat to the outside lane, I should say. As Winker has to defend low. Winker, his inside lane is not the best lane for him. He's really run the outside lane well. As Capiat still side by side. Winker gonna pin him up the racetrack a little bit by not taking the dog leg. Get on to turn 1 and 2. Capiat a bit loose on entry. Gonna slap the racetrack, but he's gonna clear Winker. And here comes Pacey Wygent, the outside lane of Winker. And Winker's gonna brake change to the back as here comes DJ Trout, making his way up the field after pitting. 14 laps to go. And the lap driver going to save the inside lane there. That's now 3 wide now for 5th place position. As DJ Trout try to get to the inside lane there. As he's on the inside, gonna slide himself up. Not gonna be able to. Winker on the outside lane. Could get a good run off of turn 2. And challenge almost in the outside wall. There goes Winker. Winker still holding on strong. Sends it really deep into the corner. They try to get a good exit off of turn 4. They try to make it work. Not going to be able to. So he gets some sideways. A lot of these drivers getting sideways off of 4 as they're really using up that right front tire. It's Cole Steiner right now. Keeping calm right now. 6 laps to go. There's about 3/10 gap on the rest of the field. Bobby Blowers in second. Nick Capiat in third. And Pacey Wygent chasing down these top 3 drivers. His last time by, Cole Steiner was actually quicker than Capiat and Wygent, but still, 5 laps to go. 5 miles to go around this racetrack. Anything can happen as Blowers gained about 10th last time by. As Steiner trying to close the deal here. As you can see, Bobby Blowers all on the back bumper of Cole Snyder as he's continuing to slowly close the gap here. 4 laps to go. Can he get close enough to maybe do a bumper run here? In turn 3 and 4, it's pretty flat and slow, a lot slower than 1 and 2. You can easily do a bumper run there. And we'll see a late race caution here throughout the field. Looks like they're pretty spread out throughout the field, but you never know. These guys are going to be pretty loose off of turn 2 and off of turn 4. So we'll see how that plays out. As here comes Casey Wygen to the inside of Nick Kapiak for third. Wygen to slide up the racetrack. Trying to make something happen there. They're still side by side for third place. 2.5 laps to go. Looks like Kapiak clears Wygen. Wygen kind of concedes the position knowing that they need this safe single file to have a chance at winning this race. As here comes Blowers. Blowers loses a little bit of time. He's going to use that dogleg to gain some time there. As he's a 10th back now. To the outside lane he goes. Going to try to use every lane he can. Try to get gearing off this exit. He's closing big time. Big run for this 34 machine. Going down to turn 3 and 4. Less than a 10th between these top 2 drivers. Comes white flag this time by Cole Snyder. Lap traffic ahead. Will they play a factor? White flag in here this time by Cole Snyder. As here comes Bobby Blowers to the inside lane. Will he make a move in the turn 1 and 2? No, he's going to set himself up to 3 and 4. Lap traffic ahead. As they're closing in behind him also. Lap traffic on the outside lane. Let's go check him up. Here comes Blowers. He's got to have a good run. Blowers is not going to send it off of turn 3 and 4. Cole Snyder. Oh, sideways. Snyder losing it. It's going to be Blowers getting the win. No. Oh, yeah, this is Blowers by 0.2 of a second. As he did send it. I didn't think he was going to send it on the exit, but he sent it on. Wow. Completely sideways for the win there. As Bobby Blowers gets the win here at Phoenix. Let's take a look at that one. As that, I did not expect him to send it that deep off the exit. I thought right here it was basically over. But he just got into the throttle earlier and got Cole Snyder completely sideways. Little bumper run action there. And Pacey Wygen up to P3. I think he got into Nick Happy back there too. But Bobby Blowers, your race winner for tonight. He's going to be burning it down here on the front stretch. As he blows the engine completely during his burnouts there. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back while we speak to our top 3 finishers for tonight's race. Guys, hello everyone, back here live at Phoenix. We're going to be interviewing our top 3 finishers for tonight's race. First up, Bobby Blowers on a 34 machine, your race winner. We'll bring him into the booth here. Oh, Bobby, you got a copy?
Yep.
We just spoke to you before that final restart there, and you end up winning this race. Chaotic last lap. Walk us through it right there.
Well, to start off with, I saw that lap car coming up kind of slow on that last lap there. I didn't know where he was gonna go. I was gonna try to stick it in between 3 wide, but I figured I'd hang back a little bit and try not to get involved if that happens. Then going into 3, I figured he would be covering the bottom well. I was hoping he'd miss it, but he didn't. Props to him for that. But I think he just was a little too focused on covering the bottom coming out of 4 and checked up a little too much. I didn't mean to get into him, but
Yeah, and off of 4 right there. I honestly I did not expect that to happen either. But you get the win here tonight at Phoenix. How are you gonna carry this momentum into next week?
I don't even know where we're at next week. But I'm still learning these cars. I never ran them when they were in officials, and yeah, this is the first couple times I've raced them.
Yeah, Phoenix is very very different than Daytona, so I guess not a lot to learn from Daytona either. But anyone like to rank for tonight's win?
Yeah, PBR Racing, Blink Designs. That's me. Hit me up if you want to design for your iRacing cars. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a great race here tonight, and congrats on your win here tonight.
Thank you.
So that's Bobby Blowers, your race winner here at Phoenix, and we're gonna bring in our second place finisher, Cole Center, who had the victory snatched from him on the last corner, last lap. We'll bring the booth here. Hello, Cole. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
So you had a good final about I think it was like 12 laps there at the green flag laps there. Stay out on those tires right there. Hold those tires on the field actually. Just not able to do it on the last lap, last corner. Walk us through what happened from your point of view.
Yeah, I mean, ran good all race. I think I was like second stage. Then totaled myself off netcode, which that's an uphill battle. Yeah, got all the way to the lead there on the older tires. Wasn't too much green flags on them, so they were still all right. And just went to the last corner thinking it was all right, and the guy behind me decided to full throttle it and win it for himself. I mean, you got to expect that moving forward, you know.
Yeah, you think you could have really done anything differently there? On the last lap and the last corner there.
There was a lap car that kind of ruined my exit, so I had to exit lower.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was no lap car there, maybe I get a better little angle. I can give it more throttle. But maybe I just took it a little too easy around the last corner. But still finished second. I mean, it is what it is. Sun will come up tomorrow. I just want to shout out my sponsors, Pizza Wings Podcast, all the boys out there that are watching and listening. Shout out to everyone who runs this thing, everyone who broadcasts it. Great job.
Yeah, and congrats on your second place finish tonight here at Phoenix.
Thanks, buddy.
That was Cole Center in second place. Disappointing result as he was most likely going to win the race if there was no contact there between him and Bobby Blowers. But he's going to round himself out in second again. Like you said, not a bad finish, just disappointing where he was going into turn 3 and 4 and where he came out of it. But Pacey Wygent, our race winner last week, we'll bring him into the booth here. Oh, Pacey, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Rounding yourself out in third place ahead of you. Complete chaos around you too. I think it was a bunch of cars sideways. Walk us through that last lap right there with the lap traffic and others involved.
I don't know. I got under Nick going into one. realized that we were going to be 3 wide with a lap car down the back. Went into 3, still under him, and I mean, it's his job to pinch. There's contact, and same time there's contact in front of us. And I got loose, pushed up the track, trying to save it, pedaling it, just clipped Nick's left rear, and shouldn't be me here in the booth right now. It should be Happy Act, but yeah, I don't really got much to say. It's just I don't deserve the podium here. Nick definitely got it.
Well, looking forward to next week at Homestead. It's a little completely different than the first 2 races, 1.5-mile track. What's your thoughts going to next week at Homestead?
Homestead's, it's a fun track. It's all about tires. Just save tires there. I don't know. It's a 1.5 mile cookie cutter right now. So
Yep. Anyone you think for tonight's 3rd place run?
yeah, I gotta thank y'all up in the booth for broadcasting. Gotta thank Rodney for putting this all on. My fiance for watching. Ayers Design for being on the car. PBR Racing. I think that about does it.
Well, congrats on your 3rd place finish and your first and 3rd for the first 2 races. Looking like a pretty good season so far.
Thank you.
Those Pacey Wygant in 3rd place, rounding out our top 3. Let's take a quick look at your results for tonight's race. Here we go. Yep, there we go. Bobby Blowers rounding out your field tonight in first, or not rounding out, but I guess the top of the field tonight. And overall, just a great finish for him. And obviously, your race winner and first win of the season. Cole Snyder 2nd, AC Wygant 3rd. We talked to all 3 of those drivers. Chaotic finishing there, and DJ Trapp on himself off in 4th. He had the pit. I believe it was the caution right before the last one. He rounds himself on the 4th place. Nick Happy at 5th, sideways across the line, putting himself down as a 5th place position. Evan Winker 6th, he won the stage, rounded up in 6th place. Pretty good point save for him. Rance Noel, and pretty good point save for him too. He was up front all day long, and rounded himself off in the 7th place. Lane Myers in 8th, Jimmy Mowing in 9th, Greg Pillar in 10th. And Lily Belchier Sharp in 11th. Had a good run out there. She had a good run early in the race, but got caught up in a few incidents. They were going flying for a second, and she rounds herself on the 11th. Actually, very good result after she was grab walking for most of the night. As Rodney Ayers 12th, John Matthews 13th, David Anderson 14th, Brian Earnhardt 15th, Leonard Williams 16th, Brian Swope 17th, Brendan Stout and 18th, Max Merritt and 19th, Donnie 9th and 20th. And rounding out the final 4 is Hunter Peach. He was your pole winner, but he did not start in pole position for tonight's race. Michael Morgan 22nd, Hunter East and Joey Green not starting a single lap or playing a single lap for tonight's race. That's going to wrap it up tonight here, folks. Next week we go to Homestead for the Bolt Racing League. Our next broadcast is Top Tier Racing on Tuesday at 8:20. So we'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching.